Greetings, I'm Cross Knights, and this is Let's Play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. In the last episode, I came back with the pendant from the Haunted Mansion, but instead of being met with Therese, I met with Janet, whatever. And she sent me to destroy a bunch of paintings in a museum, and I have done that. I did a little bit of research, and for what I'm trying to do, I do need at least a 4 persuasion. However, it's certainly possible that I've already screwed it up. So, if that's the case, oh well. It's not a huge deal. But I'll put that there into scholarship. I'm not going to put anything directly into charisma, because I'm not going to be using persuasion too much. I will be using scholarship for the research, however, so it's not a waste either way. But I don't need charisma. I've got thick, meaty fists. They'll be doing the talking later on. Because I'm being too nice. I mean, I stole money for charity. That's like the first mean thing I've done. At least to someone who didn't deserve it. And I did sort of mug that guy, but I didn't mug him as much as I could have. But clearly, since I've done a job for both of the sisters, I'm in now. Nothing could go wrong.
You. What were you thinking?
The
museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
But...
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture. But nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others. But how dare you!
I didn't do it. I swear.
Don't lie to me. Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
Now this option wouldn't be available if I didn't have a 4 persuasion. I swear I didn't do it. I even brought you the item from the Ocean Hotel. Here.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes.
There's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
Santa Monica's most powerful kindred. I'd be happy to.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
The Baron of Santa Monica wants her sister back? I will get her sister back.
For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her trespasses. I did sire her, after all.
Oh, well.
Please, be quick about it.
Figured I'd try. Now, what else does Wits do? Yeah, Wits gives defense, so I can justify raising that. Alright. One last task, but I'm sure everything will be fine after this. I mean, come on. How much do you people want me to do here? I'm gonna take a little detour and talk to this guy, though. I've been putting it off.
Oh, man, you're a vampire, aren't you?
What? Vampire? What the hell are you smoking?
Oh, come on. Oh, man, you are too. Don't bullshit me, man. Just come clean, you know? I mean, oh, man, I ain't gonna tell no one. It's okay, man. I just want to talk.
Alright, then. Let's talk.
Hell yeah! Oh, man, I knew it. Oh, jeez, I knew you were. I just could tell. Oh, man, it's great. I saw your teeth, and I was like, damn, it was like I could just sense you. The name's Knox Harrington. Pleasure to meet you. Oh, man.
Well, good luck hearing him over the music. There's nothing I can do about that because this game doesn't have independent controls of volume. But hopefully you can read what he's saying. Are you a vampire? How do you know all of this?
I'm a ghoul. I didn't know about any of this stuff until a couple of months ago. When this guy just appeared and, well, all of a sudden, BAM! Whoa, man! Vampires are real and right there in front of my eyes. Blew my goddamn mind.
You said you're a ghoul. What is that?
Well, the way it was explained to me, whenever a vampire lets a human drink some of their vampire blood, the human gains a little vampire power, can heal up quick and that kind of stuff. And they're a ghoul and ooh, watch out.
Yeah, I can barely hear him. I'm sure there's no way you guys can hear him. What do I say here? I don't really feel like I'm into that whole vampire pride thing, so even though I'm trying to be a little bit meaner, I'm not going to be too bad on him. Who was the vampire that made you a ghoul?
Oh man, his name's Bertram Tongue. He's a Nosferatu.
No kidding. Small world. I'm looking for him.
Oh man, I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff, you know? I don't know where he is or stays or anything. Oh man, whenever he needs me, he just, you know, appears.
Do you like being a ghoul?
It's awesome! Man, after that first taste of vampire blood, it's like the best drug. Oh man, I'm telling you, it's like, well, it didn't mess me up. It just made me feel like I was better at everything. Felt like a god just sucking on that nasty dude's wrist.
How does Bertram get in touch with you?
It's crazy! He just appears out of like thin air. The first time he appeared, bam! Like to give me a goddamn heart attack. Oh man, especially how he looks. Ugh.
What do you do for Bertram?
Oh man, wow. Bertram had me keeping an eye on this guy. This Asian dude who's been poking around Santa Monica. Bertram thought he might be a vampire or something like a vampire. I don't know.
Tell me about this Asian dude.
Oh man, this guy, this thing got wise to me. Now instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? I see this guy appear around me all the time, like off in the distance watching me. He'll warp up next to me. Oh man, and disappear.
Sounds like it's messing with you.
Freaking me out. I know this thing is totally toying with me. I want to put a bullet in its head, but who knows if that'll do anything. So I was waiting till I talked to Bertram, but, well, hell if I know where he disappeared to. It's messed up.
Are all ghouls as weak and pathetic as you?
Hey, that's messed up, man. I'm trying to confide in you here, you know?
Sorry. It won't happen again.
Look, I didn't want to ask you, but since you're a kick-ass vampire and I'm just a lowly ghoul, would you mind getting rid of this thing?
Care to make it worth my while?
Aw, come on, man. What could I possibly have that a frickin' vampire would want? When I hear from Bertram, I'll let him know you're looking for him. How's that? Come on, dude.
Guess I can look into it.
Hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire thing, you know? The only clue I got is this driver's license that he dropped once while I was tailing him. I've been so freaked out that I haven't even had a chance to check it out.
I'll look into it for you.
Right on! Just come back and let me know the job's done so I can stop freaking out. Oh, man. Maybe I'll see Bertram by then.
Hey, do you know where I can get some weapons?
As a matter of fact, I can. Go see my man Trip at the pawn shop. He won't sell to just anyone, but tell him you know Knox, and he'll set you right up.
Thanks, Knox. Take it easy. Yeah, I've been avoiding talking to him. The first time that you're allowed to talk to him, he's actually waiting outside of, I forget what building, I think the hospital. Then you can talk to him without his music blaring, but you can't get the quest until later on. I think you can't get it until you get back from the mansion. Alright, let's take care of this real fast. F9. Cool. Alright, just need to go to the phone booth in the back. Huh. These guys don't seem like the normal patrons. And that kindly old woman appears to be gone. Oh well. Oh no! I'm so shocked. You hear my shock? Watch out for the shotgun. Gotta be kidding me, sending me a bunch of weak-ass humans against me. But I do have a shotty now. Only one shot, but still. And the phone appears to be ringing.
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her designs, so she sent those men to kill you. But I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this tongue business. She's crazy! Help!
Right. Well, I think from that conversation I've screwed up what I was supposed to do, but... yeah. Uh-oh. It's the fuzz. Alright. Let's finish this insanity up. I'll see you upstairs. Alright.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Alright, let's just go with it. Why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead!
Both of you. Stop.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up! Just shut up!
Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
If both of you want to coexist, you're going to have to live with each other.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
Both of you have been working against each other. Together, you'd be a power.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
That's all in the past. Forget about it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
No matter what happened, you two need to move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Think of how powerful you could be if you worked together.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Okay, now at this point, it might seem like you should give the, well, no, you can't say go ahead and kill each other. But, this isn't taking sides. This is suggesting what they both do, because you'll have a chance to go back. It doesn't matter which one you pick. Therese, let Jeanette have more responsibility.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Janet, stop sabotaging your sister's plans.
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
If you call a truce and run this place equally, there's no need to kill each other.
If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult.
You must have gotten along at one time.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own world. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
You don't really want to kill each other, do you?
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Give me the gun, Therese.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Goodbye, you pair of lunatics.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Whew. Okay, that was actually the second time I did that. The first time I screwed up, and Therese kind of killed Janet. But yeah, the FAQ that I read said that you need a seduction of 4 and a persuasion of 4. I obviously do not have a seduction of 4, so you just need a persuasion of 4 and treat them both pretty nicely, and apparently you're fine. But yeah, the first time I played this, I had absolutely no idea that they were the same person. I don't know if you guys are watching this for the first time. I don't know if it was obvious to you, but it wasn't obvious to me. I was damn surprised. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't know. If you're a Malkavian, though, you're given a little bit more clues. Because Malkavians are insane, but they have these weird flashes of insight. So next time I'll be back at the bail bondsman, because I need to find Virgil Crumb, and then I can track the Asian guy a bit more. But yes, letting them both coexist does have a benefit because you get extra experience. Not a lot of extra experience, but extra experience nonetheless. And I now have quite a bit more to distribute. But cool, I can finally meet Tung, who is over there. I just want to take care of the Asian dude first. And we'll be moving on. I'm almost to the point where I can get to a new city. Things are going along nicely. Alright, I am Cross Knights, Peacemaker, bringer together of multiple personalities. Watching.